Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Super Limit Breaking Neo DLC Pack 4 discussion videos with some news on the new battle system. Why is nobody talking about this, okay? I'm sure there's somebody out there that has talked about it or is talking about it, but it's not a major topic right now. Obviously, we're getting a ton of new stuff coming in this next upcoming DLC drop and, update. And I'm assuming the new battle system changes are part of a free update, right? I personally don't think they're gonna make us pay to be able to use new gameplay features, right? We'll see. But yeah, I think it's reasonable to, predict that this is just gonna be a basic new battle change thing. I say basic, but it's actually really cool. And I wanted to discuss it and go over everything with your thoughts because, you guys know, I'm not really like a competitive online player, okay? You should know that by now. I'm very casual with this game. I love the game, and I like content. I like new shit and single player stuff. So for me, I'm on the moon. This is everything that I could have ever asked for, right? But when it comes to battle system changes and stuff, I do think this is a really cool change, and we're gonna go over everything here. So be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, and ring my notification bell if you guys want to keep on seeing more Sparking Zero discussion videos. All right, so let's go over this. So one of the new system changes with the battle is a follow-up chain blast technique thing, right? This is a new, I guess, feature that they're adding in here. So basically, in the trailer, if you watch it, it shows that whenever you're doing a combo, okay, and I guess you follow up with a combo or you finish a combo, it looks like you're able to immediately switch into another character that you have on your team, and they can immediately go for one of their super attacks, okay? As you can see right here, I think Gohan's doing just like a full power energy wave or Kamehameha or whatever the fuck he has. So yeah, he follows up in that. I think they had one where it was Frieza. He went into a combo and then he, finished it, swapped into Ginyu, and then Ginyu did one of his blasts, right? This is really cool. This is awesome. I think I don't know if this is something that a lot of people asked for. Again, I'm not really too in tune with, gameplay changes and stuff, but it's definitely a cool feature that is going to add to the gameplay, right? Having this ability, this extra layer of a combo is really damn cool, right? So let's go ahead and move on over to the second thing here, which is Sparking Boost. Now, this one is the most interesting to me, in my opinion, just because it's almost like a stockpile feature for your characters, right? This is already something that, is in the game, sparking mode, right? But what you can do now is it looks like you're seeing it on screen. Okay, so I want to go over this because I want to go over the specifics of this because it's really important, right? He starts out with 4 skill counts, okay? So when he's charging up his ki, and this is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it shows that you can boost it. You know how you can boost, techniques, like supers and ultimates and shit? Or can you boost ultimates? Whatever, you can boost super techniques and shit. It shows an input right there. I don't know which input that exactly is because that looks like... I'm assuming this is the PS5 HUD. It's one of the buttons, right? I'm assuming it's one of these buttons here. When you're charging up, if you press it while you're charging up into sparking mode, you can get a boost. Now, this boost, okay, you have to keep in mind, will take up, from what I'm seeing here, because this is the only footage we have, it takes up 2 skill counts for the boost, okay? And then after you boost, it'll take up another skill count for just the sparking mode. So in total, you're taking up 3 skill counts to get this extra boost on top of, just like the sparking, right? So this is going to be a little bit crazy, right? I definitely think it's really cool. I don't know, online aspect-wise and shit, I don't know if this is going to be a problem for some people. Right? You guys can let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Is this a good change? Do you think this is going to, make the gameplay better? Maybe, matches potentially faster? I don't know. I don't really know. This is not really something that I'm probably going to use too often because obviously I'm not playing online. I'll be playing with either friends or family and stuff. So I don't know about that. But I mean, in terms of other gameplay, like single player mode content and stuff, this is a fantastic change, right? Especially for whenever we're going to be playing like Mission 100. And even this is, you know, phenomenal for what's it called? The survival mode, right? Because survival mode, you're going to be constantly, you know, stockpiling up your skill counts, okay? I found myself at maximum skill counts many times throughout it because it's not a super hard mode, okay? I mean, obviously getting all 200 plus characters, how many are there now? Like 208 or some shit? Trying to complete that actual mode with every character in their entirety is pretty crazy because you don't have to do it in one sitting, but I mean, it's a lot. People take like potentially 2-3 hours just to do it, right? In total, right? So this is very interesting. As you can see, this is what it's giving the boost. And I went over, like myself, I went to use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I could be wrong about this. Maybe this was just like, you know, maybe just not even doing the maximum damage or whatever. But I was only doing around 20 or 21k damage with his ultimate, okay? Like, fully. So with this boost, it shows in the trailer, it does 32,493 damage. That's how much extra boost you're getting if you do the sparking boost, right? Again, you got to do that input, that little input. I don't exactly know which button that is, okay? I'm assuming it's one of the, I don't know if it's square, triangle, X. You guys can let me know what you think it is, because I mean, it doesn't show it on there. It just shows a button input, kind of like with, you know, whenever you're doing, what's it called? Maybe it's all 4 buttons. Like you do all the face buttons, like boom. Because I think that's how it is with whenever you're tapping to regain like key back or whatever after doing like a clash or some shit. So yeah, I don't know exactly which button that is, but once you do that, it's going to take, that alone takes up 2. And then you still have to take up 1 for the like sparking mode, right? To get into the sparking mode. But look at how much of a boost that gives you. Looks like it's doing, again, I don't know what the fucking Evo symbol is, the 3 like squared or diamonds, right? I don't know. I keep forgetting what the fuck that one is supposed to be. I know the blast is for blast attacks, right? The like blast little icon, and then I guess the strength is for melee or something. I can't remember, but 20 on top is pretty insane. So if we're going by how much I did when I played Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, you know, right before this video, 21,000. So we'll just say about like 20k, right? So this is doing around like 11, you know, 12k extra damage, like on top of this shit, bro. Like, you know how crazy that is? Like, if you can stock, like, again, I think this is great for single player mode, okay? I don't know how the online and multiplayer and shit will be, if that's gonna be like a problem for people. Like, oh my god, he just killed me in like 1 hit, but it's like, you're not, it's not a gamble, but it's like definitely something, like it's a strategic, it's a strategy, right? Because if you're able to, you know, if the battle's going long enough for you to stockpile up 4 skill counts, or at least at minimum 3 skill counts, you can use up 2 of them to get the boost, and then 1. And you got to make sure still that you land that ultimate, right? Because if you don't land the ultimate, then you just wasted all that time and effort stockpiling up your skill counts for this, right? So I don't think this is like a broken thing, or it's like a cheating thing. I personally think that this sounds like, you know, a strategic thing. If you're able to do it, right? If you can do it throughout the match, while you're probably still getting your ass beat at the same time and trying to, you know, defeat your opponent, then yeah, like it's a payoff, right? It's definitely a payoff, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes whenever this drops. Again, I do think this is just a gameplay update. Like, this is going to be one of the free update. I say free update, but like an update for the game, a patch, right? And we'll see when we go over the patch notes to see like what exactly is part of it, right? So, it is interesting though that they do show this in the trailer, right? If you have to pay for this, that's going to be the funniest shit ever. Like, pay for, like, how was that even, that wouldn't even make sense though, right? Like, there's no way that they would make this a paid thing, right? So that leads me to believe that there could potentially be some free content. There could be, because they're showing this in the trailer, right? I was very surprised that they showed something like this in the trailer and not like survival mode and shit. Like they didn't show any of that, right? And even that other new game mode that's coming could be a free thing. I don't know. Maybe the reason they didn't show survival and Mission 100 in the other trailers was because it was coming like the next day. So there was no reason to like, you know, show it off, right? You just say, oh, a new mode is coming, and you just update your game, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's because these are coming alongside with this DLC drop, right? So we'll see. Maybe there's some hope, y'all. Maybe there's some hope. But yeah, there's no way that they can make this a paid thing because how would that work? Like, it's pay to, that would be pay to win. That would literally be pay to win content. And I know, like, you know, extra characters and stuff, in a sense, depending on how good the character is, you could argue, oh, it's a pay to win. Like, Beast Skull Hunt's pay to win or some shit. Nah, I don't really see it that way. I mean, you can beat any character with any character. It is possible. It's not out of the question. But at the same time, like, this definitely would be a pay to win thing. You're getting a feature that nobody else can have access to, right? Unless you pay money for it. So there's no fucking way. But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions about the new battle system changes. We definitely needed to talk about this because this was, I believe, the last thing from the trailer that was shown that I have not gone over yet. But again, let me know your opinions on everything and what else you would like to see for the battle system changes. If in the future they do more updates, like what else could be good for it? I'll be reading the comments. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.